Hello, my name is Eric Davis, and I will be giving an informative speech about Billie Holiday, famous jazz singer. The general purpose will be about the shape of her life and how that has affected things, which is the specific purpose that I want to discuss over, which is the music and her activism. So, okay, let's get started. Billie Holiday, famous jazz singer. She is very famous for the song "Strange Fruit," which is a very controversial song. But the three things that are going to be discussed are her life, growing up as like a teen, her music career, and also her activism. Firstly, is her life growing up. Um, Billie Holiday, growing up, she grew up in Maryland to a teenage mother and father, but her father left when she was just a baby, leaving her and her mom, who was just a teen herself, which made it hard for her mom to love her because so young and whatnot, and the father just left, so she never really knew what love was. Eventually, growing up, they would eventually move to Brooklyn, New York, to where she would become a prostitute, and she would even be jailed for these kind of things. And in 1930, she stumbled across a club to where she would dance, and soon she would have a chance to sing, which secondly brings it here to her music career. When she was discovered by performing at all these clubs and recording all these records that could be heard across the world, she had become famous, and famous to the point to where a critic had said this, according to the video portrait of Billie by Nick Havinga. She had a very unique style of singing, and one of the quotes that I like is that if I'm singing like someone else, I don't need to be singing at all, which very rings true to her because she had such a unique voice at that time. She took inspiration from Louis Armstrong, to where in his music he would describe how he felt, and she did the exact same thing, and which will be included later into her activism, which being a strange fruit. And so, lastly, that brings me to activism. According to the book Strange Fruit, Billie Holiday, Cafe Society, an Early Cry for Civil Rights by Douglas Henry Daniels. The song "Strange Fruit" was a big controversial song during the 30s because of the lyrics, how it would describe lynchings, and it was an anti-lynching song in protest of lynching back then. And but the song wasn't written by Holiday; it was written by a Jewish man named Abel Meerpool, who eventually gave that song to her after he was inspired to actually make that song after seeing a picture of two black men hanging from a tree in Indiana in the 1930s. And so Billie made it her own, and from there on out, it made a huge controversy. Now it's used as it was used as a song for the civil rights, one of the many songs for civil rights, to show the injustices that African Americans faced during that time. And so overall, we see Billie Holiday's impact through from starting with her life to how that correlated with her music, and how that correlated with her activism, of how that made her very strong and an outspoken woman, and overall sends people a message to always stand up and be strong and fight for others, and to most importantly stand up for yourself. And yeah, thank you.